Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Joyce. I'm a Ghanaian based in Italy. So there is this fight or argument, but may I call it fight or argument going on YouTube, yeah, YouTube per se. Some Nigerians, either fighting or arguing about something which I just want to say something small here. I know we are content creators. We want views. We want subscribers. We just want to do well on our channel to for it to grow. But sometimes we should also consider that some of the things we say to some people, they also have family. They have relatives. They have husband. They have wife. There are a whole lot of family around them which it affects them, but because they don't have platform, they cannot express themselves. So sometimes we should be mindful of some of the things we say about some of the big YouTubers or big content creators. Why am I saying this? For some time now, there have been some fights, some issue going on between Diana Ekweme, that Sylvia, so a whole lot of some gang of YouTubers in Nigeria, and mostly they call them Port Harcourt YouTubers or whatever. There was, a lot of people have a title for it, exposing Diana, exposing this, exposing that. Sometimes I feel like when some issue comes between two people, let them fight. And um, we are content creators, and some people react to issues just like as I'm doing. But sometimes we should be conscious of some of the things we say to these people. This fight is long overdue. A lot of people are saying things they have no idea about it, to the extent of insulting someone, including their family, their husband, entire family. Two adult people had an issue, and if fair enough, they stopped talking to each other, and something came up, and one person came to explain whatever happens. When the fight went on, I and you were not there. So sometimes the way some of you content creators in Nigeria react to issues, they take the whole thing as walk up, to the extent of saying sensitive things to people. I just want to say something. A lot of people mention Nigeria content creators, YouTubers. A lot are doing so well, but sometimes when they mention content creators in Nigeria, they have to associate them with some fights, unnecessary quarrels, a whole lot of things, which you thought you are you are a content creator, you want views, you want money, so you have to say whatever you want to say when an issue pop up. But have you forgotten that it doesn't speak well of you as a citizen of that country? You know that on the internet, mostly people doesn't say good things about Nigerians on the internet. On the internet, not personally. When you meet them personally, there are a lot of good Nigerians, but when it's come to the internet, because whatever you type on the internet, it stays there. So when you type good, when you are looking for bad things, and you go to the internet, you type Nigeria, their name will pop up, right? Because they speak English, And mostly around the world, a lot of people understand English. So whatever you say on the internet, it goes a very long way. I'm not saying that Ghanaians don't fight on the internet, but mostly on Facebook. But on YouTube, hardly will you see two content creators fighting back and forth, and everybody coming to join. I mean, I'm not saying they don't fight, but one out of 10, right? But when you go to Facebook, they really do fight, but they talk in their local language. So when you go and you type some of those things on the internet, it will not pop up because they say all these things in the local language, which is not in the English. But because Nigerians, they speak English, whatever they say on the internet, it stays there. That is what is piling up and is giving the country a bad name, right? Because you two people fighting, I mean, a whole lot of let me say a whole lot of people on the YouTube, everybody is talking about it. And even if they are talking about it and they are saying the truth or they are not insulting anybody, that is fine. But people react to some certain issues, some people's content, as if they were there when the person was making that video, as if they were there when that thing happened. I think sometimes we should give them a break. We know you are a content creator, and part of your job is to react to certain issues, but it's not everything that you have to talk about it. Though it's a content, they brought it on the internet, but at least they have said it, and the person have said whatever he or she want to say it. But some of the small, I would not say small contents created, but some of the people around those people put more petrol into the fire. I think it's high time some of the content creators in Nigeria need a master class. I mean, about the content, creating content on YouTube, or about talking to people issue, how they have to react to it. Because of all this saga that is going on now, a lot of people are not talking, these people insulting this. But trust me, if somebody wants to find something good on the internet, they will not watch someone insulting someone talking about someone, or I mean saying bad things. You know, those things, it get views, right? Because some also are gossipers, they just want to listen to all those things. But the impact that will add to your value, you will not get it. You are not adding any impact. You are not helping the community. You are not helping the people. So I think it's getting too much. The way some of the Nigerians um talk when some issue pop up, with the way they react to people's issue. I remember I once watched someone, the lady said he had an issue with someone, and the person came on the internet calling her a pig, insulting her husband. I mean, a whole lot of things. People talk as if they sleep with you, they wakes up with you, which is not fine. I think it's high time some of the Nigeria content creators learn some sense to at least mind their business a little. Even if you want to talk about somebody's issue, um, um, put your leg on that person's shoe. If it were to be you, that thing happens to you, how will you feel? It doesn't really speak well, because I can say that a lot of things have been said about Nigerians, and now content creating is adding more fire to it, because a lot of people, what they do on YouTube, talking about people, real fight, insults. I I don't know. I was talking to someone and somebody said she doesn't know if they really understand content creating. A lot of people are doing so well. A lot of people are doing so well. And some of them who want to find their way on the internet put out anything, which is degrading the country, which it doesn't speak well of the country. This is just what I want to say, because for me, what is going on, people fighting, talking about this, somebody or even came on the internet listing enemies of Dana Kueme. How can you list enemies of someone meanwhile you are not that person? So how will you know if they talk or they don't talk? Because it's on the internet and people make friends on the internet. If I feel like I don't want to make friend with you on the internet again, what is wrong with it? A lot of people talk on phone, but on the internet you feel like they are not talking. I mean, how can you make a video and listing names of somebody's enemy? Somebody will make a video exposing this person. Meanwhile, there is nothing like exposing. I mean, everybody wants to find their way in and out, which is so bad. And me, I just came here to rant. It's hurting me when I see content like that. Yeah, you have to react to people issue, but at least you've said one, you said twice, that is fine. A lot of It's the same thing when your Idochi marriage issue came up. Still, people are still talking about it. Yes, they are celebrating. They brought the issues on public, but at least if you have said some, just put a stop to it and let these people have their peace. People are still, I mean, saying all sort of things. I mean, I don't know if what I said that even makes sense to me. I think it makes sense. That if it doesn't make sense to you, what you have to remember is you have to remember that your country does not belong to you again. It belongs to you alone. It belongs to the whole nation. If somebody type your country name and nothing good come out of it, it's so sad. Or if you go somewhere, they ask you where do you come from and you mention your country's name, and they'll be like, these people, they are this, they are like that. I mean, how will you feel? But you are the same people doing all these things. But sometimes we forget that we are the governments, but they say the government are the top people, the president, the ministers, they are spoiling the country. Meanwhile, you are spoiling your country. You are the government, not the president. You citizens, you are the government. Please, if you find this video interesting, do subscribe to this channel. Don't just watch and go. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will come again with another video. Bye bye.